In the past 24 hours, something very exciting happened for Shiba Inu that some people may not have known about. I think this is a big sign of what's to come as we move deeper into this market cycle and into alt seasons, which are some of the best times for adoption and capital flow in the space. For example, Shiba Inu just hit a new all-time high in terms of holders. It's me, Logside. If you're new or haven't been here before, welcome. Please click the subscribe button below and the bell button again. It's free to do so. It will let you know whenever there is new live video on the channel. When we look at Shiba Inu, we can see that we have reached 1.409 million members. This trend has been going on for a long time. You can see all the way to the right. A lot of people love Shiba Inu. This space is full of people who may not have looked at Shiba Inus before. These are some of the people who are coming into Shiba right now. According to recent data, the rate of Shiba adoption has been very high. This means that a lot of the trades going on with Shiba Inu right now are between new holders, people who have never used Shiba before. That's a big sign. I think this is such an important thing to do right now because, to be honest, the market is crap. Okay, I believe we can all agree with that. Things are getting a little more interesting, but we're still waiting for the big increase in alts that usually happens during alt season. This is what SHIB is doing now when things aren't going so well. What do you think will happen when things get better? I'm betting that this number will go through the roof and reach crazy high levels. That is, a lot of good things for the price of SHIB. I do want to talk about a very important difference now. Someone asked me about this, and I think this is where a lot of people get confused who are the top holders in terms of SHIB. If we look at SHIB, you can see that most of these top wallets are actually swaps. Someone said, oh yeah, these are exchanges that actually own the asset. I don't know why I used that word, but it was mentioned. They do own $650 million worth of SHIB, but these are custody wallets. If you don't know what that means, it means that this is where these exchanges hold assets for customers. They put it all together in one bag. This is the reason why I say you can't see a centralized exchange wallet on DeFi. You might look at your exchange wallet address when you go to Ethereum scan. The reason it won't show SHIB at that address is that it doesn't exist, okay? That's also why it takes a while for SHIB to be removed from an exchange when you move it to a cold wallet, right? In other words, this amount can't be dumped by swaps at this time. Yes, it's true. Not your coins or keys, right? But that's pretty much what these wallets are. Now I'll say something good about Shiba Inu. It is one of the most open assets in crypto, not just meme coins. When we look at this distribution of chip holders, we can see that the top 10 holders control 61% of the supply and the top 100 holders control 75%. That may sound crazy, but it includes the burn wallet. That means that 41% of this 61% will never be used again. In this case, that means SHIB is one of the least organized assets, even if we look at it in light of Ethereum. For example, the top 10 holders have 51% of the shares, and the top 100 holders have 64%. When you compare that to the top 10 of Shiba Inu 20%, most of those are exchanges that hold customers' funds, or the top 135%, then 20% of those are centralized exchanges. That's a big deal, and it's also why, despite having a $10 billion market cap, Shiba Inu can be one of the assets that moves the fastest. This is also true for other assets in the space like Pepe, which has higher degrees of centralization, Dogecoin, which has higher degrees of centralization, and Dog with Hat, which has higher degrees of centralization. Besides that, I'll talk about the amount that's available on markets again. I know I've talked about this a lot, guys. Continues to go down. Buyers plan to keep their money in the stock for a long time. Again, we're now at a point where we can see some of the effects of that low supply. It looks like everything is going well. Really, I can't stress this enough. I would love to do a stream at some point because I want to go into this even more. A lot of people don't get how optimistic Shiba Inu is at the moment. More people are holding, the price looks good, supply is taken away from markets, and whales are buying. It seems like everything is working out just right for this Shiba Inu all-time high push. The one that will honestly get rid of zeros, make SHIB a top 10 asset in its field, and honestly push it up to a top 5 asset. Remember that this is not a promise or any kind of financial advice. Wow, man. I think I have the hiccups. The point is that this move might not happen right away, it might take a while. But the early signs are really bright right now. I don't know what to say to anyone who is missing this big shining light in their face. That's why I make these movies. This is the exact reason I began talking about Shiba Inu before I even had a ship. Things are coming together just right for a mind-blowing rise. I just thought I'd tell you guys about that. As always, I value you. I want to know what you think about this. For how long do you think SHIB will stay one of the most open assets? Are you sure that SHIB is ready for this all-time high surge? But thanks for everything. You should check out my predictor below if you haven't already. If you want to try it out, you can do so for free for 7 days. Have a great day and show your love below. I'll see you all in the next one. Be careful.